The historical use of water in New Mexico included a system of communal irrigation ditches called acequias, also pronounced Saquias. Made by human and oxen labor, the ditches were engineered to take advantage of gravity flow and therefore were often serpentine-shaped, much like natural rivers.
Those planks, you raise and lower to raise the water behind the gates so the water can get up and you can water your field. And when you're through, you lift the planks back up and the water goes freely.
The ditch manager, called a mayordomo, monitored the use of water for irrigation by each acequia member. Each member had a designated time of the week to use the water for his personal field.
Earlier, before I lived here, I lived up in Vallecitos, which is north of here in Rio Arriba County. It's past La Madera and El Rito. And we had a big river there, and we had a ditch system. And my then husband was the mayordomo of the ditch. And then he was always going off to Santa Fe to work, so I was the mayordomo.
Ditching the land, we used it for irrigation. We had 2 acres of land. We used to grow chili, tomatoes, watermelons, all kinds of vegetables, and half an acre of corn. And we used to water off the ditch.
We watered the cows, and everybody watered their hay fields with this water. And it was a very tricky business, but there seemed to be plenty of water.
If the ditch was damaged, the members gathered together to repair it. This was considered a sacred duty.
In later years, when water was scarce, we had to get permission from the conservancy.
For the last 20 years, I think that there isn't really enough water.
Although many of the ditches have dried up or have less water than years ago, this acequia model can be a guide for communal cooperation as we enter a time when climate change requires deep change in the way we live.